Yep. Okay, so Design to Framework is up. He says, I want to promote my YouTube channel so that each video in there will be on the first page on Google. Number one is not mandatory, and YouTube search engine results are irrelevant because it's for local business services. Okay, I'm going the rank and rent video model. Which one of your SerpSpace offers is best for that? Well, there's several. I mean, first of all, syndication networks is pretty much standard operating procedure, right? So I would highly recommend with YouTube, guys, there are no footprint issues. So you can get as crazy as you want to with as many networks stacked to your channel or triggered by your YouTube channel as you want. There's no problem with stacking as many tier 1 networks as you want or as many multi-tiered networks as you want. It makes no difference, guys. I have found over the years, now I haven't done any specific testing on this in about 2 years now, because I haven't had to. My test that I did 2 years ago, I tested extensively with channels, YouTube syndication to just tier 1 networks, and then also to multi-tiered networks. And I ran several tests over the course of many months where I tried to keep all things equal except for the number or the configuration of the syndication networks. Again, I would try multiple tier 1 networks to where the same one channel triggers multiple tier 1 networks, or doing 2-tier networks and then stacking multiple 2-tier networks onto a channel. And what I found was by doing a bunch of tier 1 rings, the content, the videos would rank faster, like usually quicker than through the 2-tier rings, but they didn't stick as long. In other words, they'd start slipping in rankings sooner than the ones that took longer to rank by being syndicated out through a multi-tiered network or many multi-tiered networks. But those tend to stick longer. Like they would stay higher in the search results for longer periods of time before they would start to slip. So the reason I'm telling you that is just because I first and foremost, I recommend, if this is your business model, ranking and renting videos, focus on first and foremost building up multiple syndication networks, either building them or buying them. And since you asked about SerpSpace, I highly recommend that you just buy them so you can save your time and go out and sell your service, right? Instead of creating and building networks. So what I would suggest is build up your syndication networks or buy them, whatever, to your channel, to where you have a vast, extensive set of networks. And then you can boost those networks with link building packages to give them even more power, right? And then because that's really, really important, guys, to have your own network. If you're going to be doing a rank and rent model, video rank and rent model, you want your own broadcasting network, especially if you're theming your networks. For example, like if you're doing rank and rent, I highly recommend that your channel be kind of niched down to one specific vertical if possible, or you can go broader, but then use playlists so that you're basically siloing your channel like you would silo a website. And we've got a product called YouTube Silo Academy. You can just do a Google search if you want and find it. YouTube Silo Academy that you can pick up, purchase it for I think $7, or you can get it in one of our bonus sites. If you've bought any products from us at all, it's in the bonus site. Go through that training, learn how to silo a YouTube channel, because then you can actually use your playlists as ways to trigger syndication to specific networks if you wanted to do it that way. So there's a number of ways that you can configure it. But my point in telling you this is that syndication networks from SerpSpace is one of the first things I would recommend for anybody that's doing a video rank and rent business model. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, anything that you want to give a push that's already been syndicated out across your networks, that's what Video Powerhouse is for. It's great for that. And our Powerhouse networks have been themed and they've been used with related for over 2 years now, or at least I think it's been about 2 years. Anyways, the Video Powerhouse network has been, there's a lot of power behind that, guys, because they're aged and themed domains that have their own syndication networks. And then you can also add secondary Web 2.0 network embeds, as well as backlinks, everything else through that order process. So if you have videos that need a boost, use the Video Powerhouse. Lastly, or the next thing I would suggest is to send traffic to your videos, preferably real traffic. I never recommend sending fake traffic to videos anymore at all, or really too much of anything at all. So there are a couple options there. The first one we're going to mention is the mgyb.co, which stands for Make Google Your Bitch.co. That's our marketplace where you can buy YouTube views. They're real YouTube views, guys. It's not spam views like what you would buy from YouTube view services years ago. It's not that at all. These are real people. This is real traffic, and it'll even show as traffic from ads in YouTube analytics, right? So you can get targeted real visitors from our YouTube views service at mgyb.co. Another option, especially for local stuff, is you can set up YouTube ads to drive traffic, local traffic, but based upon your geographic targeting in the AdWords, or excuse me, the Google Ads dashboard. It's no longer AdWords. It's now called Google Ads. But the Google Ads dashboard, you can set up location targeting so that you can get local IP clicks for your local videos, which is huge for ranking videos, guys. If you can, and all you need to do is set up, and I've talked about this many, many times in recent months on Hump Day Hangouts. So I'm sure we probably even have this in our knowledge base, or excuse me, on our YouTube channel, but how to use video ads or AdWords for video to rank local videos. If you just go to our channel and search, you'll see where I've done extensive training on that already. And that's a great model as well. You can use the YouTube view service, guys. Engagement is one of the biggest ranking factors for YouTube videos now, even in Google search. And so if you can show engagement by either buying views direct from YouTube or AdWords or Google Ads, excuse me, or by using a service that can provide real traffic, although you don't get the geographic targeting, you can't get as specific or as narrow with geographic targeting through our YouTube view service yet. But you can, it's really cost effective.
Can I stop you? Yes, we can.
Oh, you can.
We can get city.
Oh, wow. Oh, even better then.
That's we can get city, and I believe the last time I checked, we were really close on radius.
So that's great. So it's evolving, is what you're saying.
It's always evolving. Well, everything we do always evolves.
Okay, I'll have to get in there and play with it more then, because I have not in a few weeks. So there you go. So those are my recommendations. As far as what is the best way to sell and close video rank and rent model, well, that's a whole nother can of worms. There's several things. I would say the video email method is one of the best ways to do it, although that is time consuming. It works well. And we have a product called Video Lead Gen System that teaches exactly how to do that. Also, we're doing prospecting, and I have been now for months, in the Semantic Mastery Mastermind, which, by the way, I've made significant progress in the last few weeks, and having really, really good results with the prospecting side of things now. So we cover a lot of that in the mastermind. It'd be great to have you come join us there. But if not, you can check out Video Lead Gen System for the video email process and how to do that. That works really well. Cold calling, if you're comfortable doing that absolutely works. It's a pain in the ass. I can't stand it. I hate it. I would rather, have my toenails pulled off one by one than do cold calling. And I mean that. I hate it. So, but it does still work. But prospecting video emails works well. Also, again, I can't get into it here, guys, because we don't have the time. Plus, this is basically what I'm teaching in the mastermind right now, which is how to set up prospecting funnels and such. And if you're doing this is your primary business model, I would recommend that you learn how to set up a prospecting funnel, because that'll automate a lot of it for you. It will reduce your manual workload for prospecting, and that's essentially what I've been developing for months now in the mastermind, is how to set up prospecting funnels, and also how to hire virtual assistants to basically operate the prospecting funnel and manage or process the leads that come in. And we've made, like I said, in the last couple of weeks, made really a lot of progress on that. And all this stuff is going to be taught to the mastermind members here and during the month of August. So, and we encourage you to come check it out. But yeah, I mean, again, video email is probably the best way to do it, in my opinion. If you don't want to call, if you want to pick up the phone, cold calling will help. It's very discouraging to get rejected all the time. I can't stand cold calling, but if you can get through enough no's, you'll get a yes, and that's one of the quickest ways to get somebody signed up. Okay. One other thing I just want to mention about that is in our MGYB marketplace, we have the video carpet bomb offer thing, and I don't know if we have the prospecting module or prospecting video carpet bomb offer available yet. Marco, is that available yet?
Is that the smaller offer?
Yes.
I have to check if it was added.
Okay. Well, that should be available soon if it's not yet, guys. And what I want to mention about that is there's a if you have video marketing tools, you can do this on your own. But we developed a process, or I did, using video marketing blitz, which is one of Abs products. It's a good product. I trained a VA about 1.5 years ago how to do it, how to run that tool. And so that's his job, is just to run the video marketing blitz tool. And we set up this campaign that we call Video Carpet Bomb. Randy James actually came up with the name, but we kind of developed it out a little bit together. And one of the things that I've been doing recently is whenever we have a lead come in to our pipeline, so through our prospecting funnels, essentially a lead comes in. So now we've got an inbound lead. And once the contact has been made by our salesperson to that contact, and like an initial call has been made and they literally spoke on the phone, then what we do is when they schedule for the next call, because that first call is what we call a discovery call. So they can just get to know the business owner a little bit, ask them some questions about their business, blah, blah, blah. And then we always set the next appointment. And what happens is, as soon as Roberto, my salesman, gets off the call with that prospect, he sends the data, the company data, or the business information over to our VA that runs the Video Carpet Bomb process for us, who generates takes just a PLR video, a local like lead gen type PLR video that you can, there's many sources you can get those made, or you can buy already done for you videos. And he takes a video and superimposes or does a text overlay with that prospect's phone number. And then also obviously optimize the description with the call to action to them and all that. And then we do like a 15-mile or 10 or a 15-mile radius, and we'll target from where their business is located, and we target their primary keywords plus the locations all within that 10 or 15-mile radius. And so what we do is maybe we'll end up like, we'll try to rank 60 videos, and out of those 60 videos, because I have a VA that does this, guys, the VA gets paid like, $4 an hour roughly. And it might take him an hour to run a small campaign like this. So it costs me essentially $4, to where now when we go, when that second call occurs with that prospect, my salesman says, hey, look, by the way, we want to show you how serious we are about earning your business. And you could do this with a lead gen service provider that you're trying to sell somebody the lead, like that wants, you're trying to get them to buy leads from you, right? Or rank and rent, if you're going to rent out videos. My point is, you could actually optimize a video for their brand, rank it for a bunch of keywords, and then show them, look, this is how serious I am. I don't recommend you doing that if you're manually doing the work, because it does take a lot of time. But that's why, again, it's so important about outsourcing, guys. And this is what we're trying to convey to you guys, is how to delegate this kind of work. So I got a VA, I pay $4 essentially because it takes them an hour. And then out of like, say, 60 attempted keywords to rank, we end up ranking 15 or 20 of them, right? Or even if it's 10, who cares? My point is, this is something we do for free to show the prospect during that second call. We can show them live results with videos ranked for their services, for their keywords, with their contact information on it. And we use that as kind of a trust building process. We say to them, we want to show you, this is part of our script, we want to show you how serious we are about earning your trust and earning your business. So this is what we did for you in the last week since our previous call. And we present them with the data that shows them, hey, look, we ranked, 14 keywords, this video for 14 different keywords for your product and the services that you offer in your service area. And what happens is we get people that are like, wow, nobody's ever taken the time to do something like that on a pitch call, which is what it is, right? We're pitching them for our services. And so that's something that we're going to have available inside of mgyb.co, our marketplace, so that people can go in and, like, for $20 or $25, I don't know what the final price is going to be yet, they can buy it, and it'll get done and sent back to them with, I think what we're trying to do is a 72 or three-day turnaround time. But if you've got your own tools that you can do this, do it, or hire somebody in-house to do it for you, right? Hire a virtual assistant to do it for you. I know I spent a lot of time on that, guys, but I think that was a great question. And again, for somebody just getting started with the rank and rent business model, whether it's videos or, maps listings or whatever, guys, I know, because that's how I got started. And I know there's a big learning curve on like how to set up your business in a way that you can scale it. It's very difficult to do. And that's why I'm trying to share what I've learned over the years so that you guys can get results faster, right? Scale your business even faster. It's a great question though, by the way.